So I've had the question about, can you do reflexology if you're in a wheelchair or a power chair? Well, I'm a reflexologist and I am in a power chair. This is my power chair that I'm moving around in, and I'm out in the garden, which is where I was when I read this question and thought that I would reply here. So as a reflexologist in a power chair, yes, it is actually quite possible to do reflexology if you're in a power chair or a wheelchair, because that's what I do. I no longer see clients, but I do see my friends and family, and I do lots of treatments for my friends and my family. And you just have to change the way that you work. The most important thing that I think is necessary to just check that they realise the limitations, and that you won't be able to do some of the things that you did before when you were able-bodied, if you've ever been able-bodied. And I was able-bodied, so one of the things that I would be able to do was to be able to relax the reflexology chair back. Now, I use a Lord chair, lots of people use a Lafuma, and some people will use a massage couch. Obviously it's much harder to be able to do those movements from the chair. It's still possible if you've got a lot of room. I can't get my chair down the side because my room isn't quite big enough to accommodate my chair and the reflexology chair. So I actually ask my clients if they can just relax the chair back, which is perfectly possible with a Lord chair or a Lafuma. And apart from that, you just carry on as normal. You know, hopefully your hands are still working okay and your arms are still working okay, even if you're in the chair, because your legs aren't working so well, and that's my case. But it's still beautiful to do these treatments, and the gentle touch reflexology that I do and I practice and I teach is as lovely as ever. If you're on the receiving end, it's as lovely as ever to do. So it is a gorgeous thing to do and receive, and it doesn't matter whether you're able-bodied or whether you're in a power chair or a wheelchair or you have other disabilities. I'm shortly going to be teaching a lady who's blind. It's so lovely to be able to make sure that it's accessible to all, and that's what it is. So the only thing I would suggest as an addition, this is something that I've definitely found, is that I move around and I've got my legs supported so that my legs are carried while I'm in the chair. But when I'm doing my treatments, I'll suddenly, if I don't remember at the beginning, I suddenly go, oh, something's not right. And then I have to move my leg rests and put one foot or even both feet onto the floor. Now, you may be able to do that, you may not be able to do that, but I find that I get the urge where I want to earth, to ground, to settle myself. And it's something which I found really, really helps. So it doesn't matter whether you're in a wheelchair or a power chair. I don't think I'd have known that before. I don't know whether I'd have been able to work it out, but I didn't have to think about it until now. So it's very important to crack on with what you love, still keep offering what you love and what you do, be the beautiful reflexologist that you are. And remember, if you do know somebody who's in a wheelchair or power chair and you know that they are a reflexologist, maybe ask them if they'd be interested in offering you a treatment, because they may have been, they may have left it for a while and maybe itching like I was to get back to it. It's like my fingers just needed to just do some reflexology. So give yourselves a treat and either do your gentle touch reflexology or receive your gentle touch reflexology, or just reflexology in general. The whole field of reflexology is awesome and amazing. So here's to all who practice, teach or receive reflexology. Lots of love. Bye.